What's up guys, Dallas here. I'm at Tarantula Hill in Thousand Oaks and I am here to test my new DIY chain drive board. I'm super excited, but before we get into that, I made a full build video outlining all the parts and how I did everything, so I'm gonna play that right about now. What's up guys? So before I head out, I wanted to do a quick build video. So it's a lovely day outside and I'm in the garage just hanging out, almost ready to go. So before we head out, I want to go through everything that I did in this build. There's the board itself. Let's get to it. Okay, so here is the board, all finished. Just get a nice pan shot real quick. Alrighty. We start here. We got a nice 40-inch by 10-inch bamboo deck with a kicktail. That was essential for me because it allows the board to be maneuverable and it lets you really avoid those curb drops. And you know, the board itself has that nice Santa Cruz longboard look. So I really dig that style. Looking at the trucks, we have 7¼ inch black trucks on the front, and I think they really go nice with the bamboo. I think that looks really professional actually. And on the rear truck we have a 60mm bore truck that is made for hub motors actually, but I needed the extra axle space for this build. As you can see, I've taken up a lot of space on that axle. Looking at the wheels, we have these nice big 90mm flywheel clones in bright orange. And they are sporting ABEX 7 bearings. So an interesting mod I added to this board are these Z-Flex riser pads. These are excellent riser pads. I actually picked them up on a whim in Venice Beach. Me and my buddy were walking and we just got sick of walking, so we walked into a skate shop, got some Z-Flex boards, and I actually put these on a previous build. And you know, the ride quality, I just gotta say, it's just night and day, especially with a board that's as heavy as this. It really makes an improvement. So alright, so now that we've covered pretty much all the standard hardware, let's get into the actual drive system itself. So here we have some 270 kV, and if you don't know what kV is, it stands for revolutions per minute per volt. But we have 270 kV N5055 outrunner motors that are 1400 watt, and we have 2 of them there. I love that dual drive system, so I had to have it. Each motor weighs about 0.6 kilograms or 1.3 pounds. I find that they're very easy to work with and they haven't given me any trouble yet, so we'll see. Alright, so next we've got these 50mm single bolt-on motor mount sets in black from Torque Boards. And these are very nice. I just gotta say, I love the sleek, minimalist look of the whole assembly. It really looks great. Following that, we have our chain and sprocket system. So I was very dead set on going full metal for this build, and I'm very glad that it worked out. So we have a stainless steel sprocket and chain. It's a full system here, so we got the sprocket and the wheel sprocket. So on the motor we have a 32mm outer diameter sprocket with an 8mm inner diameter. And then on the wheel, we have a 58mm outer diameter sprocket with a 22mm inner diameter. You can see I have a ABEX 7 standard bearing on the inside, so that worked out, you know, very nicely. The whole assembly gives us a 14:27 wheel to motor ratio. Also, we had to drill holes in those 4 holes, if you see them back there, and we had to thread them because we wanted to upgrade to M6 bolts because they're a little bit more sturdy. You get a little bit better hold there, but yeah, that was interesting to drill those. Okay, so now that we've covered the drivetrain, I want to talk a little bit more about the internals here. So here we see a nice battery and ESC enclosure, both in one, which is very convenient for me. It fits very nicely within the dimensions of the board. As you can see, it does not go outside the width. And that looks very good because the previous deck that I had, it did go outside a little bit and it just looked kind of, you know, unprofessional. So this one, I'm very happy with the result. Alright, so looking inside at the actual battery itself, we have a 10S5P 36 volt 10 amp hour 360 watt hour 50 cell 18650 lithium battery pack. That was a mouthful. But it has a built-in BMS for safe charging, and it weighs about 2.24 kilograms or about 5 pounds. It takes about 3 hours to charge from, you know, I would say about 20% battery power. And so far it's been an excellent pack. I got some crazy range on my previous build, so I'm hoping to see similar results on this one. Alright, so last but not least, let's talk about the ESC. So we are rocking a version 1.1 dual belt motor sine wave field oriented control ESC. It comes complete with the regenerative braking feature, and it also came paired with this nice, sleek, 4-speed, 2.4 gigahertz remote, which fits very nicely in the hands. Very sleek, discreet. I like it. Alright guys, that about sums everything up. And yeah, overall, I'm just really happy with the build quality. I think it looks excellent. Very, very clean. So let's get out there. I got a very cool spot, and let's test it out. So before we begin, I wanted to give a little demo here. So just press this button. You're greeted by a little beep. I have the remote hooked up, and then here we go. Beast. Alright guys, so I'm at the bottom of the hill right now. I'm going to begin the hill climb, and let's get started. Okay, we're gonna give the board a rest on that one. I can just walk it up at this point because this hill is so steep right here. But I think it mellows out up there, so we'll see. So I'm carrying my board uphill right now, just cause like a hill like this, I don't know, I think it's higher than 30 grade or whatever, but not many boards can do that, so I'm not gonna like dock points or anything for that. It's still a great board, but we'll see. So the path kind of mellows out here, but check out this view. I mean, that's just incredible. Downhill division, baby. All right, we're gonna mount back up, and here we go. Good torque. Yeah, we're doing good. How's it going? Oh, and that is it, guys. We have made it to the top of Tarantula Hill, and oh my gosh, look at that view. Whew. That's actually breathtaking. I mean, you got to get out of your house to see something like that. Whew. So I was very impressed with the board's performance. I'm really liking the chain. Like, a common problem I was having with belts was that, you know, maybe with these small motors or just the gears I was using, the material was plastic. And so anytime dirt or something would get inside, it would cause the belts to slip. And you can imagine that coming downhill, you know, on a mountain, let alone in a city, is scary enough, and when your brakes go out, that's just all bad. So chain drive, I'm loving it. You cannot beat the sound of a chain drive board. Let me just give it one more whirl for the fans. Alright guys, so I'm gonna head downhill now, and let's see how the chain drive braking works. I've heard good and bad things about it, and you know, I guess I'm gonna find out right now. So let's go see. Alright guys, so coming down the hill. How's it going? The brakes are pretty good. Very controllable. Hold on, I'm gonna jump off. There's a chain here. Alright guys, here we go. So this part is a little steeper on the way down, so a little bit more of a test on the board, but we're gonna see how it performs. So here we go. Looking good, looking good. That's right when we get to that edge part. the turn. Oh, almost caught it. Downhill division, baby. Woo! I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting to go that fast. Downhill, man, you just cannot beat that rush. Cannot beat it. Alright guys, let's head back to the car for real now. I'm gassed out, I went fast, I had fun. This board is awesome. Chain drive, don't doubt it, I love it.